Alright, so the intro for Carousel just sounds something like this then. Okay, that's like the first part then. And then what it does after that is play like a very sort of similar part, it just ends a little bit different. So for that first part then, index finger, fret 5, string number 5, ring finger, fret 7, string 4, little finger, fret 7, string 3. I'm going to play this 8 times and then another 6 times, okay? And you know, I sort of try and break it down like that just so it's a little bit easier to play, you know, when you're sort of counting in your head. So play it 8 times downwards. We're going to palm mute it, so this part of your hand there, we're going to rest that down on the strings up near the bridge. So 8 times and then 6 more times, so okay, and then from there we're going to go. Alright, so index finger, fret 4, string 4, going to play that once, then middle finger onto fret 5, string 4, play that 4 times, then back to fret 4, and then move that down to fret 2, so okay, from there then, if you go back to that start position and then move it up a string, we're going to play that once and then play it 7 more times, palm muted, so okay, something like that, alright? So far then, yeah, so from there, slide it up 2 frets to frets 7 and 9. We're going to do the exact same thing, so we're going to play it 8 times, then 6 times, all downwards, palm muted. Then we're going to go back to that little riff. Okay, and then from there, it's going to be your index finger onto fret 3, string number 6, your ring finger, fret 5, string 5, little finger, fret 5, string 4. And we're going to do that once, and then palm muted 7 times. So that last section then, from the 7 and 9, okay, so that's how to play intro A then. And if you look at like the tab now, we've gone on to intro B. The first part is exactly the same as we've just learnt. If you have a look at the tab again, it's just altered slightly, and if you look, the only difference is right at the end, when we go to frets 3 and 5, instead of playing it 7 times, we're just going to play it 5 times, and then what we're going to do is put our index finger onto fret 4, string number 5, play that, and then middle finger onto fret 5, string 5, play that and let it ring out, okay? And then if I play that, you'll sort of hopefully recognise it, and I think at that part, when that's ringing out, that's like when the bass does its thing. So, you know, for intro B then, if you follow it through on the tab, it'll just be like this then. Okay, and then after that, that's when the bass comes in. It starts going, you know, that kind of thing, whatever. So that's the intro there then. And so like I said, after the intro, the bass kind of plays a little thing, and halfway through playing that, the guitar comes in and like with a clean tone and plays this little riff. So okay, it does that, and then it goes into like a really kind of heavy distorted sound. So to play that then, start off with your fingers back in that very first power chord shape we played. What we're going to start with is kind of just rest them lightly on the strings. Don't press down like you're going to play the chord, just lightly rest them so that when you strum, you kind of get that muted sound, alright? We're going to go down, up, we're going to do that twice, and then press your fingers on, and then play that twice normal, so yeah, so it's like do do, and then what we're going to do is do the muted thing 4 times, so in total, okay, and then we're just going to keep doing that pattern over and over, where we're going downwards twice and then doing it 4 times. I think we're going to do that 5 times in total. So like this then. Okay, so so from there, all we're going to do is go up a string, do the same pattern, so twice normal and then 4 times muted. Then we're going to slide it up to frets 7 and 9, do the same thing, and finally slide all the way up to frets 10 and 12 and then come down a string and do the same pattern. So if you look at the tab then in total, it'll go through and sound like this then. Okay, so that's the first part then, and then the second part, the last part, that's just going to sound like this then. It's going to go back to that very first start shape. We're going to do the same pattern, so okay, so yeah, we're going to do that, slide up to frets 7 and 9, then slide up to frets 9 and 11, and finally slide up to frets 10 and 12, so okay, so that's how you play intro C. Right, so now we're on to intro D then, and this is like where the song kind of really kicks in and starts doing like some heavy kind of distorted power chords, and it's just going to sound like this then. Okay, so that's like intro D then, and then after that it kind of goes into that quick riff that you probably know. So to start off with then, it's all the way back to that very first power chord shape. I'm going to play this 6 times, and the pattern is kind of going to be like playing it twice, then 3 times, then once more, so do 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 do. Okay, and then all we're going to do is go up a string, play it 6 more times, slide it up to frets 7, 9, 6 more times, and then it's up to 10 and 12 and go down a string and 6 more times, so okay, that's the first part. Look at the tab now then, it's going to change for you. Second part, it's going to start off the same, so you know those chords, and then from the 7 and the 9 it's going to go down to 3 and 5, but we're only going to play that 5 times, okay, so and then after that we're just going to put our index finger onto fret 4 string 5 and then play that, and then your middle finger fret 5 string 5 and play that, and just sort of hold that for a second. So like the second part then. Okay, so now if you have a look at the tab, we're on to like that little bit of a kind of riff. And all we're going to do, well, I'll play it again so it sounds like this then. Okay, something like that. So index finger, fret 4, string 5, play that, and then it's your middle finger onto fret 5, string 5. I'm going to play that again. Then I think I'm going to play it, I think it's 5 times, and then once more, okay? So 6 times in total. Then it's just going to be your index finger onto fret 7 string 5, play that, okay, then from there it's just taking your little finger back off and going back down to fret 5 with your middle finger. So that part sounds something like this then. Okay, and then it's just that first 2 notes again, so okay, so that ends the first part then. And then for the second part it's going to start off the same, so index finger and then your middle finger. Then we're going to play string 5, fret 5 3 more times. Then we're going to go up with your little finger to fret 7 string 5 and play that. So far the second part. Okay, and then from there index finger to fret 4 string 5. Okay, middle finger fret 5 string 5. And to finish off it's going to be little finger fret 7 string 5. Then your middle finger, fret 5 string 5, and then string 5 open, so to end. Okay, so that second part. And at first first it can be a little bit confusing just because it's all kind of being played on one string and you're having to move your fingers up and down quite a bit. But again, you know, you should be okay with the first part of it, like the power chords. It's just that sort of pattern, you know, that you might not be alright with. So it'll sound like this again then. Okay, something like that. So the next part is like this then. Okay, so that's like one of the main riffs in the song then. Again, it's all on one string, I think. So index finger, fret 4, string number 4. Going to play that 3 times. Then it's your middle finger onto fret 5, string number 4. Play that once. So okay, and then index finger down to fret 2. We're going to play that once, and then 4 times, and then once more. So okay, do 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 do. Okay, something like that, and then back up to that start position. Then going to play fret 4 3 times, middle finger on to fret 5. After that, it's your little finger onto fret 7 twice. Okay, so okay, then little finger off, so you're back in that position. Fret 5 twice, fret 4 once, little finger down to index finger down to fret 2, and play that once. So alright, and then the second part, if you look at the tab, it's going to start off the same. So that very first part, so right down until you get to the second frets is alright, and then what we're going to do is go okay, something like that. So index finger, fret 4 string 4, going to play that, then your middle finger onto fret 5 string 4, play that, take those off and play that string. So string number 4 open twice. So okay, if you look at the tab, we're going to do that twice, and then after that it's going to be your index finger down to fret 2 string 4, then your ring finger onto fret 4 string 4. So alright, and then this is where it goes da 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 da. So leaving your fingers in that position, put your little finger onto fret 5 string number 4, going to play that, take your finger off, then take that finger off, and then take your index finger off. So okay, so that's how you play an intro E. I think that's the final part of the intro, finally getting to like a verse. But again, that'll sound like this then in total. Okay. Right, so the first part of the verse then is pretty simple. It's just some power chords and it'll sound like this then. Okay, kind of quick. And all we're doing is going back to that very first power chord shape that we played. We're going to play it once and then release your grip like we did earlier and do the muted thing. So okay, we're going to do that 3 times. So yeah, and then go down to fret 2 with your index finger, so you're covering strings 3 and 4. Don't cover string 5 or 6 though, because we need string 5 to be open. So same pattern all the way up to index finger, fret 7 string 6, your ring finger all the way up to your index fingers on fret 7 string 6, ring finger fret 9 string 5, your little finger fret 9 string 4, same pattern, then down to frets 3 and 5. Alright, so in total, alright, something like that. So that's like the verse for guitar 1, and then there's another guitar in the background playing this kind of thing then. Okay, so kind of quick again, and what we're doing is lots of single notes and lots of palm muting, alright? So to start off with, put your middle finger onto fret 11 string 3 and your ring finger onto fret 12 string 4, and if you look at the tab, every time we play string 3, that's not going to be palm muted, alright? and every time we play string 4, that is going to be palm muted. So that's kind of going to give us this sort of pattern. Yeah, so you can hear the and then the muted notes. So if you look at the tab, we're going to play string 3 once, then string 4 twice. We're going to do that twice, and then finish with string 3 and then string 4. So, okay, and that's basically the pattern we're going to be doing all throughout this riff. From there, index finger, fret 7, string 4, ring finger, fret 9, string number 3, same pattern. Okay, slide it up to frets 9 and 11. Okay, and then all the way down to frets 5 and 7, same pattern. So, you know, when you first sort of hear it, it does sound kind of complicated, but once you actually know where to put your fingers, it's not that difficult at all. So, once again. Okay, I'm doing all downstrokes for that as well. If you want to, you can do like alternate picking, you know, whatever you find easiest. So next up we've got the chorus. This is probably like the easiest part of the song. Just some really sort of simple power chords like this. Okay, so back to that power chord shape that we keep playing. 4 times there, then slide it up to frets 7 and 9, 4 more times, and this is all downstrokes. Then go back down to that shape at fret 2 then with your index finger. To finish off, index finger, fret 3, string 6, your ring finger on fret 5, string 5, your little finger, fret 5, string 4. So that first part. Okay, then if you look at the second part of the tab, it's going to actually sort of be the same chords, but when we come down to fret 2, we're going to play it once, and then lay your hand down on the strings to stop it, like that. You know, just play it once, and then go back to that 3 and 5, and play that 4 times, so. Okay, and if you know the song, I think that's when he's talking about spending another night alone, and he goes. You know, I guess it's just another night alone, you know, that kind of thing. So that's a chorus there then. So next up we've got like another quick riff, and this is like the interlude. I think the bass kind of starts off this piece, and the guitar comes in with something like that, okay? So middle finger onto fret 5, string 5. Going to play that, and then kind of just stop it. Then it's going to be index finger, fret 4, string 4, then middle finger, fret 5, string 4, then your little finger onto fret 7, string 4, and then come back down. So it's going to be 4, 5, 7, 5, 4, so. And then back to that start note with your middle finger on fret 5, string 5, so. Okay, so it's like a ascending then descending kind of run, so. Okay, all we're going to do from there is go up a string and play the exact same thing. So this time we're going to start on string 6 and do the riff on string 5, so. Okay, then from there slide it up, so you're starting on fret 7, string 6, so. Okay, and then do the riff with your index finger starting at 6, so 6, 7, 9, and then 7, 6, and back to that start note, so. Okay, and then finally move your middle finger all the way down to fret 3, string 6, do the same riff again, so that's a start note, and then fret 2, then 3, then 5, then 3, then 2, and then back to the start note, so. Okay, so when you sort of first hear it and see it on the tab, it can look, you know, kind of tricky, but it's basically the same pattern for all 4 riffs, just played in different places, so. Yeah, so kind of easy really once, you know, you've got the kind of picking down, okay? I think after that part then it's just going to go back into the chorus a couple of times, and then after that it's the end of the song, and the very sort of last note that you're going to end on is just that chord we've been playing all throughout the song. It's going to play it and let it ring out, so. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the lesson there then for Blink 182 Carousel. Yeah, it's quite a long lesson. There are like a lot of different guitar parts to learn. Some of them kind of do like repeat, or like some of the riffs are quite similar. So once you've got those down, you shouldn't have too many problems. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. If so, remember to visit my site at fastfingerfreddy.com, where I've got lots more free videos available for you. So you can sign up for free and watch as many videos as you like. Thanks again for watching, and take it easy.